In my first serious week on Upwork, I booked 5 sales calls. But here's the part that I didn't show you in my previous video. Before I wrote a single proposal, I used AI to help me decide whether the job was even worth applying to. Because the fastest way to waste time on Upwork is to write better proposals for the wrong job. So today I'm taking one real Upwork job and showing you my complete process from finding the opportunity to deciding whether I would spend connects on it, writing the proposal, choosing the right proof, and tracking the result. This is not going to be a generic advice. You're going to watch me do it on my screen step by step. And I turn this entire workflow into a free Codex skill. So you can use the same system with your own experience. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to find jobs that match your experience, identify low quality opportunities before wasting connects, use AI without sending robotic proposals, choose the right part of your experience to lead with, and create a proposal that sounds just like you. So now let's start with actually downloading your Codex skill and then putting it into your ChatGPT. So I actually started it right here. All you have to do is just drag it into here, and then it's going to do this. It's called Client Acquisition OS Skills. So now it's going to take you right here. So it already knows I have already done it because I derived it from my actual process. But you can use this guidance right here from the link below and actually use it exactly step by step. But rather than you reading it, I am going to just show you, okay? After that, and actually no. So go ahead and go over the guidance if you need to. Just pause this video or watch this video and then later on dive into it. But this video is going to walk you through step by step in the simplest process, okay? So now, first, let's go to my page. I wanted to show this to you first. In the last 7 days, I had 13 profile views. I submitted for 48 proposals. So these are the connects that I have remaining. And now these are my proposals right here. Some of the things that I've learned actually is that in the beginning I was trying to outbid everybody, but you don't need that. The responses that I have received actually are the ones that I never even bid. I send the opening and all this, and I don't try to outbid everybody. I just send the minimum. So that's the easiest part. So now the first thing that we're going to do is go back to our app and then search for jobs. So the first thing that I would do is go search for the skill that I like doing, like go high level, for example. So you see this. I have already sent my proposal to this. And then this one right here, just not something I'd be interested in doing. Not because I don't know how to do it. It's just because it's not something that I want to tackle right now. But this one is a really good one, as well as, I had already submitted my proposal to this. Sales funnels. This one is kind of like a good one. So one of the things that I look into is how long did I post this? This is like posted yesterday, and granted, this is weekend. And now the next thing I would look at is how long ago did the owner look at this, right? 30 minutes consultation, blah, blah. We don't need that. They sent one invitation. Let me see how much they're paying. So looking for an experienced, go high level expert to build and optimize sales funnels that generate leads and conversion. Okay, so let's say that is $5. That's not worth 8 connects, in my opinion. So we're going to skip that part, okay? This one, let's take a look at this. This was 2 days ago. So let's say we are a luxury property company in Aruba. I'm trying not to apply outside the United States only because I just would rather focus from end to end, and it's it's much easier for me. So if you want to, you can. So this one, I need someone who knows go high level pipeline, all that stuff. So what I'm going to do actually is best by matches. Rather than doing the best match, I am going to do by, let's just say, usually it lets you, for some reason, it's not allowing me to the soonest. I like to apply to jobs within an hour of posting. So let's just say I already applied on those. Let's do marketing, for example. Send it. So search this one. Let's go with this. I'm not sure why. It's frozen right now. Oh, okay. So let's say, let's do marketing. Let's go broad a little. And now let's say, so this one is 2 days ago. We're seeking digital marketer to help grow a brand online through strategic campaign and consistent outreach. We don't want to do that because we don't want to do outreach. Anything that's like performance based, I just stay away. Like go to market. Okay, so marketing, advertising, strategies, social media marketing. Okay, let's see what this one is. We're seeing hands-on digital. Okay, so we're seeing like a real time this digital marketer. This one. Let's see what this one is. This is in the UK. The other reason why I don't apply, UK is like 5 hours ahead. So, okay, so let's say posted yesterday, fewer than 5, do a market for 10 pegging. What's 10 pegging? I don't know anything about that. So we're not even going to. Or about that, you see the location, right? This is $10 to $20 an hour. You see how some jobs are like this one I applied, B2B, digital marketing, advertising. Let's see what this one is. Electrum established technology. So you still have to read through this, whether this is something that I want to do. Like this may sound really good with like $15,000 offer. They're not interviewing. That could be worth. For the purpose of this video, I am actually going to apply in this. Let's take a look, okay? No one is applying. Convenience store industry. This is in the US. Posted 5 days ago. When's the last time that the owner actually looked at it? So how many connects do we need to apply? Top, it will show you how many connects you need. Need 11 connects. That's worth it. And the beautiful thing about ChatGPT is it's actually going to tell you whether it's a good idea, if it aligns with your skill. I'm going to go to this and I'll just do this. It says, see how it says apply now? This is a strong match for your background in meta advertising, B2B customer acquisition, funnel, CRM, automation, lead tracking, and growth strategy. The $15,000 scope also supports the strategic end-to-end work. This is the kind of work that I want. Is this the industry that I want to? I have experience, but your main gap is direct convenience store. You see, I don't have experience with convenience store or petroleum marketing experience. So address it honestly. So here's what I'll do. This is my proposal. The challenge is not simply generating. So what I do is I do this, right? Screening, have you previously marketed products I've not directly managed? So this, I'm going to copy all of these. It's only 11. So it tells you the recommended bid and then the milestones. All right. So now we're going to go back to apply now. No one is applying. Sometimes that $15,000 will probably scare other people who would be jumping on it, but then look at the scope of the job. Okay, so this one is by milestones. What I do is I paste this here. I actually read this. So let's say the challenge is not simply, I would say, hi, building audience that reliably distinguishes convenience store. Like I usually would analyze this if this aligns with what I would do specifically as far as the strategy. Have you previously marketed to products? No. Screening answers. I have not directly managed a campaign. I'm just being honest, the industry specific. How would you use meta advertising? I would not rely primarily on interest, blah, blah, blah. Build or acquire. So that's that. Read this. I would measure. Have you built B2B customer purchase to client segment or source? Yep. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So I sent it. My growth marketing work is centered in moving prospects through the complete. Okay. There's that. Strategy, audience development, messaging, funnel, approximately what would you propose the company in the first 30, 60 days? Yep. That's it. That's correct. All right. So now here's what I would do. I go back to ChatGPT. So strategy, ICP, audience development plan. I put this into, oh wow, is that much? Okay, so first we'll do this. And then it was 4,000. Okay, so now messaging and funnel and CRM, I send this here. At the end of the day, you're going to have to, this is 4,500, another milestone, and then 3,500, and then 3,000. Okay, so put this here, and then 3,000. That's 15,000. And then let's do this. Can I submit it with this? Okay, so I don't bid. You know what I mean? Why does it say, okay, so that's a lot. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to send it for 11 connects. And to be honest, after I send this, I'm disconnected. I'm not going to think about it anymore. That's it. Okay, so what was it? 5,000 characters? Yes. See, imagine typing this by yourself. It saves so much time. So they require Loom. I would send a Loom, depending on the time of the day. But I usually do this at nighttime. But if it's like 1 a.m., it's like right now, I would rather send it out if I'm interested in the job without the loom. They don't specifically ask for it, and I ask for them to actually check my profile if you think this is a good fit. I'd love to hear more. Best. Perfect. Okay. So I don't bid, just send for the minimum, making sure that I have everything else, right? I would say 8 weeks, at least 8 weeks. Perfect. Let's try it. Pay. What else? Is this less than 5,000 characters? It's very hard, despite sometimes a Loom video, but I'm not in a position to do a Loom video right now. Let's see. I would just deliver on the actual sales call. Now, I am not an Upwork guru. As you know, I'm not sitting here with 500 reviews telling you that I've worked 5 years ago and still works today. So you are seeing this as I am experimenting. I'm showing you what I'm testing right now as I build my AI-powered agency in public. What I do bring to this experiment is more than a decade of sales experience, over $85 million in personal sales revenue and hands-on growth marketing experience, and the responsibility of helping manage campaigns and systems across nearly 30 clients. So I know how to listen for the problem behind what a client is saying, and what I needed was the fastest way to connect the judgment to the 1,000 jobs sitting on Upwork. Good news is this is what this system helps me do, and I'm going to show you the good and the bad in this channel. If this job is a bad fit, we're skipping it. I'm not forcing a proposal. So this is a live implementation. Let's try. I'm gonna also make sure it should work actually. I'll be looking at this video and it's like, no, she's doing AI. But I feed it to Meta. Okay. Again, reason why this is to me is okay, because there's still a sales call that will ask you questions. And there are real questions of like testing your real knowledge. The day, business owners are going to pay you a lot of money to deliver. So they have the right to ask questions. But this is good. All right. So, okay. Okay. So let's do this. 11 connects. Fine. That's what we're doing, milestones. All right. We just sent our proposal from end to end. I use, for myself, I go high level, meta ads, funnels, CRM automation, marketing automation, growth marketing, and then broadly marketing and automation. Also, I don't try to force 10 to 13 proposals a day. If you're not intending on actually wanting to work or deliver that type of job, don't waste your time for it. Okay. So now we just did that. To me, I like to look beyond the title. I read actually and visualize what the project could look like in the next 1 to 3 months. That is easier for me to like say, okay, what does the week look like and things like that. I already know. If it's related to what I'm doing right now, then that's kind of like easy to transition into. And then the next thing is you. Let me show you. Okay, let's see what it says. I wanted to just show you the actual rating from the Codex scale. So it tells you the problem clarity, the fit, strong match for my skill, and then buyer readiness. Proof match is good. Client quality, verified payment info, but not client with no hiring history yet. So they may be, nuclear as well. So it just, it tells you the proposal, and you still have to read this because, you are going to be asked questions at the actual sales interview. But that is my process step by step. And I just repeat it over and over up to, 9 good quality jobs that I've sent proposal to. I'm done. I don't force just to have 13 or 15 proposals a day. So if you want to use the exact system I demonstrated, I turned a complete workflow into free Codex scale. This is not a simple PDF. You saw how it works, and is an actual tool that you can use. Like you watch me. Once installed, it can help you qualify an Upwork opportunity, find the underlying problem the business is having, match a project to your real experience, which is sometimes it's like harder to articulate over and over and over. This helps you make the process easier. So you can also develop your strongest proposal angle in relation to the actual business demand. Create a personalized proposal, answer screening questions, choose relevant work samples, and prepare for the sales call. So this will help you prepare for the sales call. I would even go to the original one because it has more information. So this will not fabricate experience you don't have or force the fit, will not guarantee that a client hires you, and it will not replace your human judgment. What it can do is help you stop wasting connects on poor fit jobs and stop spending 45 minutes each proposal staring at every single job. So you can download the free AI assisted Upwork proposal and qualification skill through the link in the description and install it and run one real job through it, and then come back here and tell me what fit score did you receive and did the skill recommend applying or skipping. And if you want to follow the full experiment, watch part 1 next. And this is where I break down how I booked 5 sales calls during my first serious week on Upwork, which opportunities I would accept, and the mistakes I would avoid. And subscribe if you want to follow me as I build my AI-powered agency in public from $10,000 a month to eventually $50,000 a month. I'm showing the real jobs, the real tools, the real results, and the things that do not work. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.